Hello dear students, welcome back to EDUHUNT video lecture series. We have answered all the questions in the first worksheet. This is the second worksheet that we are going to answer it now. Let us start answering the first question. In hormone action, if receptor molecules are removed from the target organ, the target organ will. What happens if the receptors are removed? Receptor molecules, usually the receptors are made up of, sometimes, majority of the times we say proteins, proteinaceous molecules. If these are removed from the target organ, if for example, if the target organ is liver, if the receptors present on the membrane of the liver, if these are removed, what happens? That is the question. What happens? Let us see what happens. Continue to respond to hormone. If the receptors are not there, how the organ responds to the hormone? Receptor is like I said, it is like an antenna, dish antenna. It's like an antenna. It receives the signals and transmits the signal to the screen, whatever be the internal system. The signal is received by the antenna, that will be transmitted and to the system, internal system. Then the system responds according to the signal received by the receptor molecule. So here the antenna is the receptor here, hormone is the signal, and according to the signal and receptor molecule, that is, there is an interaction between these two. So the interaction results in the functioning of the organ. So the effect of this signal molecule, that is the hormone, to work on the organ, it has to interact with the receptor molecule. We are saying here in this question, receptor molecules are removed. If the dish antenna removed from the terrace, what happens? It will not get any signal. The screen or our LED, that is TV, if the dish is removed from the terrace, our LED TV will not get any signals from the atmosphere, or it will not capture the signals from the satellite. So the system will not function. That is, our what we call our monitor or our screen will not be able to show the picture, display the picture. So that is like our human system works. That is like our endocrine system works. These chemical molecules, whenever bind to the receptors present on the membrane, then only the organ works. I think now you have understood my concept of interaction between the hormone, that is the stimulus and signal, and the receptor and target organ. Continue to respond. No, it will not continue to respond to the hormone. Not respond to the hormone, it is the correct answer. Let us see the remaining options. Continue to respond but requires higher concentration. No. And continue to respond but in the opposite way. No. So the answer is not respond to hormone. It will not respond to hormone because the damage in the receptor molecules or alteration in the receptor molecules or removal of the receptor molecules will not, the hormone or the signal molecule will not be able to bind to the receptor and function will be stopped. The organ will not function either. Which gland is often referred in connection with AIDS? I hope you all know what is AIDS. AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Because of this syndrome, it's not a disease, it's a syndrome. Why it is a syndrome? Because a group of diseases attack the body. Because why the body becomes susceptible to various diseases? Because we are saying immunodeficiency. The organism, the causative organism, that is HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, it infects the immune system. It targets the immune system. So here, which gland is often referred in connection with AIDS? Thymus, thyroid, adrenal, pancreas. Thymus gland, because the thymus gland, they secrete, they cause the maturation of T cells. We have immune cells like B cells, T cells. The cells which undergo maturation in thymus are the T cells. These are responsible for immune responses. But the HIV organism, that is the virus, infects the T cells, damage the T cells. So, as a result of this, the immune function will be disarmed. Ovulation in human is controlled by. Ovulation. What is ovulation? Ovulation is the release of egg from ovary. It is controlled by, we have two hormones, follicle stimulating hormone, and what is the second hormone? Follicle stimulating hormone is responsible for spermatogenesis in males and oogenesis in female. That is responsible for formation of gametes. And the second hormone, that is luteinizing hormone, that is responsible for maturation or release of egg. Let us see follicle stimulating hormone. It is not the luteinizing hormone. GH, it is not growth hormone. It is luteinizing hormone, but it is not LTH. So it is also wrong answer. The correct answer is follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Collectively, they work on the reproductive organs and release and cause the formation of gametes and release of gametes. That is female gamete. Ovulation is the release of egg from the ovary. Which of the following diseases is caused by the under-secretion of cortisol? Under-secretion is reduced secretion of cortisol. Cortisols are the glucocorticoids secreted by the second zone, the middle zone of adrenal cortex. Anemia, hyperglycemia, Addison's disease, mental illness or retardation. Cortisols, these are the glucocorticoids. So these glucocorticoids, they have a function of increase in the blood sugar level. They cause glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis is nothing but breakdown of glycogen into glucose. Breakdown of glycogen into glucose. Formation of glucose and raise in the concentration or amount of glucose in the blood. It is called hyperglycemia. It is synergistic to glucagon and antagonist to insulin. So cortisol is secreted by the second zone, that is the middle zone of cortex, adrenal cortex. The hormone important in the glucose metabolism is produced by, it is produced by liver, thyroid, pituitary, pancreas. It is produced by pancreas. Glucose metabolism, it is even utilization of glucose. Pancreas secretes two different hormones. One is the first hormone, that is glucagon, secreted by the alpha cells of islets of Langerhans, responsible for increased glucose level in the blood. And second hormone, insulin, secreted by the beta cells of the pancreas, that is islets of Langerhans of the pancreas. They increases the utilization of the glucose. That is why the amount of glucose present in the blood reduces. The action of these two, one increases, one raises up, and other decreases the utilization, and other decreases the glucose in the cell. In this way, pancreas is responsible for glucose metabolism regulation in the body and even in the blood. If thyroxine is added in a beaker which has some small tadpoles are the larvae of frog. Frog larvae. Tadpoles are frog larvae. We know that the eggs will be hatched into larvae. Larvae, after metamorphosis, that is after some changes in the body, they become into adult, that is frog, losing tail, developing feet, like that. Even some bodily changes occur in the tadpole larva, and then it transforms into it is called metamorphosis, transforms into adult. And there is an intermediate stage between adult and the egg, that is larva. It is the tadpole. For this metamorphosis, that is for the maturity, what is required? Iodine and thyroxine hormone is very, very important for the metamorphosis, that is transformation of tadpole into adult. So all tadpoles die. They never die if thyroxine is removed. Here it is a question is that if thyroxine is added, the tadpoles never die. They metamorphose very fast. They develop small body. They develop a giant body. It is not the question of size of the body. Only thing is transformation, that is developmental changes occur in the body. That is transformation of larva, tadpole into adult. So the tadpole larva metamorphose very fast because they require this hormone. This thyroxine is said to be metamorphosis hormone. Which one opposes parathormone? Parathormone is nothing but the hormone released by the parathyroid glands present in the thyroid gland. They are embedded in the thyroid gland. We have discussed while discussing about the parathyroid gland. ADH, STH, thyroxine and thyrocalcitonin. This is the correct answer. Thyrocalcitonin. Because parathormone causes the increased production of increase in the calcium level in the blood. Increased calcium level in the blood. But thyrocalcitonin, which is released by thyroid hormone, they cause decreased calcium. So in that way, both are antagonistic. This parathormone opposes thyrocalcitonin. Hormones differ from enzymes in being. Found in plants only? No, because plants also have hormones. We call them as phytohormones. So the hormones that are produced in the plants are called phytohormones. For example, auxin. Auxin is a phytohormone produced in plants. It is responsible for root growth. అందుకే మనకి మార్కెట్లో కూడా రూటింగ్ హార్మోన్ అని చెప్పి అమ్ముతూ ఉంటారు ఆక్సిన్స్. అవి ఆర్టిఫిషియల్గా ప్రిపేర్ చేసి సింథటిక్ ఆక్సిన్స్. అవి స్టెమ్ కటింగ్స్ ఎప్పుడైనా ఒకసారి నర్సరీకి వెళ్ళి చూడండి. స్టెమ్స్ అవి కట్ చేసినప్పుడు అవి సాయిల్లో ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయడానికి ముందు ఒక చిన్న క్రీమ్ లాంటిది, పౌడర్ లాంటిది రాస్తారు. దట్ ఈస్ ద రూటింగ్ హార్మోన్ దట్ స్టిమ్యులేట్స్ రూట్ గ్రోత్. దట్ ఈస్ ద హార్మోన్లో ఉండే ఆ కెమికల్ని ఇక్కడ సింథటిక్ అంటే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్గా తయారు చేసి మార్కెట్లో అమ్ముతున్నారు. దట్ ఈస్ హార్మోన్, రూటింగ్ హార్మోన్, ఆక్సిన్. అలాగే సైటోకైనిన్. సైటోకైనిన్ ఈజ్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ డివిజన్, సెల్ డివిజన్, గ్రోత్, స్టెమ్ గ్రోత్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ. అలా జిబ్రెలిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. అలా రకరకాల హార్మోన్స్ ఉన్నాయి ప్లాంట్స్లో కూడా. హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్లోనే కాదు, ప్లాంట్స్లోనే ఉన్నాయి. ఇది నేను ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నానంటే దే ఆర్ ఫౌండ్ ఇన్ ప్లాంట్స్ అన్నారు కాబట్టి ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ దాట్. దే ఆర్ ప్రెజెంట్ బోత్ ఈవెన్ ఇన్ ప్లాంట్స్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ animals. Found in animals only కాదు. Used up in metabolism. This is the correct answer. Not used in metabolism. These are used up in the metabolism. Abnormal secretion of thyroxine produces. Abnormal secretion. Abnormal secretion produces acromegaly, Addison's disease, goiter, cretinism. Abnormal secretion of thyroxine leads to goiter disease. Which hormone controls growth, mental faculties, and tissue differentiation? It is the thyroxine hormone. Anyway, this is the end of the session. In the next session, we're going to answer some more questions in the worksheet. I think it is clear that if you make a table of glands, their secretions, the position, the disorders associated with the hormones, if it is done properly, it will go into the brain and it makes you remember easy. So that is the tip for today. Thank you.